Is Hailey Bieber really harassing Benny Blanco, Selena Gomez's new love? Or is this just another chapter in the wildest fan war the internet has ever seen? It all started with a rumor in March 2025 that exploded on social media. And just when we thought things had calmed down, May brought a new wave of drama that has everyone talking. From suspicious likes to viral videos and accusations of paid conspiracies, this story has more twists than a soap opera. So grab your popcorn, because we're going to unravel the clues, the rumors, and the truth behind this obsession that Selena's fans just can't let go of. It all started in March 2025, when Selena Gomez's fans, the famous Selenators, began shouting that Hailey Bieber had liked a TikTok video mocking a photo shoot of Selena and Benny Blanco for Interview magazine. The post, which showed the couple in super romantic poses, with Selena wearing an elegant black dress and Benny giving off a relaxed but cool vibe, was enough for fans to say, "Aha! Hailey is obsessed with Selena's life." Social media exploded as if someone had dropped a bomb. On X, comments said things like, "Hailey just can't stop getting involved in Selena's life. How pathetic." Meanwhile, on TikTok, fan videos analyzed every detail of the supposed like as if they were detectives in a crime series. Some even made edits with dramatic music, putting screenshots of the mocking video next to photos of Hailey with a serious face, as if she were plotting something sinister. But here's the detail that changes everything. Hailey's team was quick to deny it, saying that the like never happened and that it was all a complete fabrication. According to an exclusive statement to TMZ, a representative for Hailey said, "There is no truth to these accusations. Hailey has not interacted with any such content." The problem? On the internet, once a rumor takes root, it's like trying to put out a forest fire with a bottle of water. Fans had already decided that Hailey was keeping tabs on Benny and there was no turning back. The screenshots, which were spreading like wildfire, were blurry and unreliable, but that didn't stop the Selenators. They posted entire threads on X, with users like Selena's Army saying, "Hailey is obsessed with everything Selena does. First Justin, now Benny." The narrative was already set and the damage was done. But this wasn't the only incident that made fans point fingers at Hailey. Just as the drama over the like was at its peak, another event added fuel to the fire. And this one involved none other than Justin Bieber. It turns out that Justin, Selena's iconic ex-boyfriend and Hailey's current husband, supposedly liked and then unliked an Instagram post from Complex that showed Selena kissing Benny on a red carpet. The photo, taken at a charity event in Los Angeles in February 2025, showed Selena glowing in a bright red dress, with Benny smiling by her side, clearly in love. Justin's like, although it lasted only a few minutes according to fans who caught it, was enough to spark a storm. Helena's fans, that loyal base who still dream of a Selena and Justin reunion, lost their minds. On TikTok, videos with hashtags like #JelenaForever racked up millions of views, with fans analyzing Justin's move as if it were a chess play. Some said he was jealous, with comments like, "Justin can't get over Selena, that's obvious." Others went even further, suggesting he was throwing shade at Benny, with posts on X saying, "Justin liking that photo is his way of saying, 'I'm still here.'" But since Justin is married to Hailey, she ended up dragged into the drama by association. The Selenators began to weave a bigger narrative. If Justin was watching Selena and Benny, then so was Hailey, and maybe she was even more obsessed than he was. On forums like Reddit, users speculated, Hailey probably saw Justin's like and got furious. That's why she's following Selena's every move. But let's be realistic for a second. Is an accidental like on Instagram really proof of anything? Probably not. People like things by mistake all the time, especially celebrities who are scrolling on their phones while having coffee. Besides, there's no evidence that Hailey was even aware of what Justin did on Instagram that day. However, in the world of social media, any move, no matter how small, becomes a clue in a detective case. Fans took this incident and linked it to the rumor about Hailey's creating a story of obsession that felt almost like a Hollywood script. And just when you thought that was all, an old rumor resurfaced to make things even more complicated. Selena's fans, who seem to have a mental archive of every detail from the Jelena drama, dug up a story from 2011 that's been circulating like a piece of gossip that just won't die. When Hailey was just 15 years old, she interacted on social media with a Justin Bieber fan, talking about trivial details like his height and his event schedule. These conversations, which at the time seemed like harmless teenage chats, have been brought back up in 2025 to portray Hailey as a superfan with a master plan to get into Justin's life. On TikTok, videos with the hashtag #CasHaileyStalker show screenshots of these interactions, with overlaid text saying things like, "Hailey always wanted to be part of Justin's world. This proves it." Some fans have even gone further, suggesting that Hailey had a calculated strategy since her teenage years to get close to Justin, as if she were a soap opera villain. Fast forward to 2025, and this story is being used to argue that Hailey has always been too invested in Justin's circle, which now includes Benny because of his engagement to Selena. But let's put this into perspective. In 2011, Hailey was a teenager with connections in the entertainment industry thanks to her Baldwin family. The fact that she talked about Justin Bieber, one of the biggest stars at the time, isn't exactly a master plot. Many teenagers from that era were obsessed with Justin, posting about him on Twitter or MySpace. Is it fair to use comments made by a 15-year-old Hailey to accuse her of being a stalker today? Probably not, but the fans don't stop there. They've also accused Hailey of copying Selena for years, and this is a point that keeps coming up in every discussion. For example, they point out that in 2022, Hailey launched a cooking segment with Justin on YouTube, where they made simple recipes like tacos and brownies. This came right after Selena premiered her cooking show on HBO in 2020, where she cooked with famous chefs from her home. For the Selenators, this is no coincidence. It's Hailey blatantly copying Selena to stay relevant. On X, posts compare clips from both shows with comments like, "Hailey saw Selena's success and wanted to steal it." But if you think about it rationally, the similarities between cooking shows aren't exactly proof of obsession. Food is a universal topic, and celebrities make cooking content all the time. Besides, Hailey's segment was a casual video with Justin, while Selena's was a full production with guest chefs. They're different formats, but fans see what they want to see. Even so, these old rumors have mixed with new ones to create a narrative of Hailey as the ultimate villain, someone who not only stole Justin from Selena, but is now after Benny as well. But the fans didn't stop there. They found a new connection that no one expected. This is where the plot gets even crazier, and Benny Blanco becomes the new center of attention. Benny isn't just Selena's fiancé, he's also a super successful music producer who has worked with tons of artists, including Justin Bieber. They collaborated on songs like Love Yourself from 2015, a hit that's still played everywhere. Some fans theorize that because of this professional connection, Hailey, as Justin's wife, now has an unnatural interest in Benny's personal life since he's with Selena. On X, the speculation is through the roof. There are posts suggesting that Hailey is monitoring Benny and Selena's activities, maybe through their social media or by attending events where they might be. For example, fans pointed out that Hailey attended a music industry event in Los Angeles in January 2025, where Benny was also mentioned for his recent work with Selena. For Selenators, this was no coincidence. It was Hailey keeping an eye on Benny. On TikTok, videos with hashtags like #AllHaileyObsessed show montages of Hailey at events, with captions saying, "She's always where Benny is, how suspicious." But hold on a second, because this is where things start to fall apart a bit. There is no documented evidence that Hailey has interacted with Benny beyond professional context related to Justin's career. The fact that both are in the same music industry circle isn't exactly a crime. Events like that one in Los Angeles are common for celebrities and producers. It's their job to be there. Besides, there are no records of Hailey contacting Benny directly, following him excessively on social media, or doing anything that would really qualify as harassment. A like here, showing up at an event there. That's not harassment. It's just the life of a celebrity in the public eye. However, fans are connecting dots that might not even exist, and the narrative that Hailey is obsessed with Benny is gaining momentum like a snowball rolling downhill. And then, a viral video took this drama to another level, turning this speculation into a storm of epic proportions. If you thought things couldn't get any more intense, along comes a 7-part series on TikTok and YouTube titled Hailey Bieber's Decade-Long Dangerous Obsession by the channel Internet Oddities. This content, which racked up over 3.2 million views on YouTube and millions more on TikTok, claimed that Hailey had methodically plotted to insert herself into Justin's life and copy Selena in order to do so. The series was like a true crime documentary, with suspenseful music and narration that made everything sound super sinister. It included footage of Hailey at Justin's events between 2009 and 2015, often in the background, like on red carpets or at concerts. It also showed alleged screenshots of Hailey interacting with a fan named Dana, asking about Justin's schedule or details of his events. Selena's fans went crazy, saying this was proof of a sick obsession. On X, posts quoted the series with users like Gomez Truth saying, "Hailey has been planning this since she was a teenager. She's a textbook stalker." TikTok videos took the narrative even further, with creators doing deep dives into every clip as if they were deciphering a secret code. Some even compared photos of Hailey and Selena in similar outfits, suggesting that Hailey was intentionally copying Selena's style. For example, they showed Selena in a strapless black dress in 2019 and Hailey in a similar dress in 2020, with text saying, "This isn't a coincidence, it's obsession." But here's the counter-argument, because not everything is as simple as it seems. Hailey's supporters, who are also active on social media, argue that her presence at those Justin events was completely normal. Her family, the Baldwins, have deep connections in the entertainment industry, so it's not unusual for Hailey to be at high-profile events. And what about those screenshots with Dana? They were never verified and could be fake, created by someone with an agenda. As for the style similarities, fashion in Hollywood is cyclical. Celebrities wear similar dresses all the time. The series also mentioned Hailey's G-shaped tattoo, suggesting it was a nod to Selena Gomez, but in reality, Hailey has explained that it's a tribute to Georgia Veach, a young girl with a serious illness, a tattoo that other celebrities also have. Despite these explanations, the Internet Oddities series shaped public perception of Hailey as a calculating figure, someone who not only inserted herself into Justin's life, but who might now be targeting Benny because of his connection to Selena. But wait, because there's an even darker twist in this story that no one saw coming. Just when you thought this drama couldn't get any stranger, in comes Francesca Farago, a Netflix star known for shows like Too Hot to Handle. In April 2025, Francesca dropped a bombshell during a live interview on Instagram, claiming that she was offered money to post anti-Hailey content on TikTok. According to her, someone reached out to several content creators, offering them a decent amount of money to take part in a trend mocking Hailey, specifically related to the bullying accusations. Francesca said, "I was offered to make a video for that trend, but I turned it down because even if it seems harmless, it's mean-spirited. I don't want to be a part of that." This revelation was like pouring gasoline on a fire that was already burning. Hailey's fans took her words as proof that there is an orchestrated campaign to defame her, with posts on X saying things like, "Someone is paying people to hate Hailey. This is a witch hunt." The Selenators, on the other hand, were skeptical, with some suggesting that Francesca was making up the story to gain attention. On TikTok, videos analyzing her comments racked up millions of views, with creators asking, "Who is behind this? Is it a crazy Selena fan or something bigger?" There are no clear answers yet, but Francesca's claim raises serious questions about manipulation on social media. Is it possible that the narrative of Hailey as the stalker isn't just the product of passionate fans, but rather a coordinated effort to fuel hatred against her? This is huge because it suggests that the platforms we use every day could be manipulated to push certain stories, whether for money, revenge, or simply to generate clicks. The idea that someone might be paying to amplify the drama is unsettling and shows just how far this kind of narrative can go when emotions are running high. And just when you thought the drama couldn't escalate any further, May 2025 brought new sparks that reignited everything. In May 2025, the drama reached a new peak, and this time it was because of a video that appeared and disappeared like lightning. A verified entertainment influencer on TikTok with over 1 million followers posted a video claiming to have additional evidence that Hailey had interacted with comments on a photo of Selena and Benny at an event in March. The photo, taken at a charity gala in New York, showed the couple laughing together, with Selena wearing a shiny silver dress and Benny in a navy blue suit. According to the influencer, Hailey had liked a comment that said something like, "Selena is trying too hard with Benny," which fans interpreted as a direct jab. The video included a blurry screenshot that supposedly showed Hailey's username in the like section of the comment. Selena's fans captured the video before it was removed for violating TikTok's policies, and the screenshot circulated on X as definitive proof of Hailey's obsession. Within hours, hashtags like Hailey stalks Benny were trending, with posts saying, "Hailey can't leave Selena alone. This is sick." But, as always in this drama, there is no confirmation that these interactions are real. The removal of the video raised suspicions. Was it because it was fake, or was there pressure to take it down? No one knows for sure, but the damage was already done. Hours later, Hailey posted a story on Instagram on May 5, 2025, saying, "The truth always finds its way no matter how much noise there is." The phrase, although vague, was interpreted as a direct response to the drama, with Hailey's fans saying, "She's fed up with the lies." At the same time, a source close to Benny told TMZ on May 7, 2025, that he is tired of being dragged into the circus, and that he and Selena are focused on planning their wedding, tentatively scheduled for the end of 2025. The source was clear. There is no contact between Hailey and Benny. This is just noise from fans who have nothing better to do. And then, in an unexpected twist, Justin Bieber, who had mostly remained silent, tweeted on May 6, 2025, "Stop making up stories, we all deserve peace." Although he didn't mention any names, many assumed it was a defense of Hailey, which intensified the debates online. On X, Helena's fans responded with comments like, "Justin is trapped with Hailey, he clearly wants out of this." Meanwhile, Hailey's supporters posted, "Justin is supporting his wife, stop twisting everything." These recent events show that the harassment narrative continues to be fueled by speculation and questionable evidence, but also that those involved are becoming increasingly frustrated. Hailey, in particular, seems to be at her limit, and it's not hard to see why. Let's put this into context, because the pressure on Hailey is nothing new. Since she married Justin in 2018, she has been under a microscope, with the Selenators analyzing her every move as if she were a criminal in a Netflix series. Every Instagram post, every interview, every public appearance is dissected by fans looking for evidence that she's the villain in Helena's story. For example, in 2024, when Hailey unfollowed Justin on Instagram for a brief period, Selena's fans took it as a sign of trouble in their marriage, with TikTok posts saying, "Hailey knows that Justin will never love her the way he loved Selena." It turned out that the unfollow was probably a mistake related to a hacking incident, and Justin quickly followed her back. But the damage was done. Rumors of a marriage in crisis skyrocketed, with tabloids like the Daily Mail publishing headlines such as "Love is over for Justin and Hailey." These sensationalist media outlets play a huge role in amplifying the drama, often taking fan speculation and presenting it as fact without verifying anything. In the case of the accusations of harassment against Benny, sites like Yahoo and Hollywood Life have published articles that repeat fan theories with headlines such as "Selena Gomez fans accuse Hailey Bieber of following Benny Blanco." These articles rarely include denials or context, because the truth doesn't generate as many clicks as drama does. This dynamic has created a cycle in which fans feed the media feed the fans, and the narrative snowballs. But it's not just the press that's fueling the fire. Social media platforms are the real engine behind this chaos. Platforms like X, TikTok, and Instagram are perfect echo chambers for this kind of drama. The algorithms are designed to show content that generates strong reactions, whether it's anger, surprise, or outrage. When a fan posts a video saying, "Hailey is harassing Benny, here's the proof," with a questionable screenshot, that video can rack up millions of views in hours because people can't resist clicking on it. The comment section fills up with emotional reactions, with users saying things like, "Hailey needs help," "This is too much," or "Selena deserves to be at peace." Meanwhile, the more reasonable voices, the ones trying to debunk the accusations with facts, tend to get buried. For example, a user on X, ArmsTruthSeeker HP, posted a detailed thread explaining why the screenshots from Hailey's live were probably fake, pointing out inconsistencies in the sources and the lack of official confirmation. That thread got just a few thousand views, while a sensationalist TikTok video using the same fake screenshot reached 5 million. This shows how drama always wins on social media, because emotion outweighs logic. Selena's fans, in particular, have a very tight-knit community that calls itself the Selenators, and they are incredibly active online. They create threads, videos, and memes that reinforce their narrative, and any action by Hailey, no matter how innocent, is interpreted as an affront. For example, when Hailey attended the Met Gala in May 2024, fans noticed that Selena wasn't there and began to speculate that Hailey had planned her attendance to overshadow Selena. In reality, Selena was filming a movie in Europe, but that didn't matter. The narrative was already in motion. This obsession with finding evidence against Hailey isn't just a reaction to recent events, it's deeply rooted. In the story of Helena and the perception that Hailey stole Justin from Selena, to understand why fans are so invested, we need to go back and talk about the love triangle that started it all. Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber were the defining couple of the 2010s, a sort of modern-day Romeo and Juliet for the teenagers of that era. Their relationship, which began around 2010, was a whirlwind of breakups and reconciliations that kept fans on the edge of their seats. They broke up in 2012, briefly got back together in 2017, and finally ended things in 2018, just before Justin got engaged to Hailey. Each breakup was a global event, with hashtags like #MyHelenaBreakup trending and fans crying in Instagram comments. When Justin and Hailey got married in September 2018, just months after his last breakup with Selena, the Selenators were devastated. Posts on Tumblr and Twitter said things like, "Selena gave everything for Justin and he traded her for Hailey." This perception of betrayal created an animosity toward Hailey that has never disappeared. The Helena fans, who still exist even in 2025, see Selena as the victim and Hailey as the intruder who got in the way of their epic love story. This narrative has now extended to Benny Blanco, who entered Selena's life in 2023. Benny, a charismatic producer known for his humor and talent, started dating Selena in July 2023, and by December of that year, they made their relationship public. In December 2024, they announced their engagement, a moment that Selena's fans celebrated as a victory. Instagram posts showed Selena with a sparkling ring smiling next to Benny, with comments like, "Finally, Selena found someone who deserves her." But for Helena's most extreme fans, Selena's engagement was not the end of the drama. It was a new opportunity to attack Hailey. Some began to speculate that Hailey was jealous of the engagement, pointing to her silence on social media during the announcement as proof of her discomfort. In reality, Hailey was busy with her newborn son, Jack Blues, who was born in August 2024. But facts rarely stop fans when they're in detective mode. Selena and Benny's engagement also brought a new focus to the drama, because Benny is seen as a positive figure in Selena's life. Unlike Justin, whose relationship with Selena was marked by emotional ups and downs, Benny seems stable and devoted. He organized a prom-themed birthday party for Selena in 2024 because she was never able to attend one due to her early career. Photos from the party, with Selena in a sparkling pink dress and Benny as her perfect date, went viral, with fans saying, "Benny is the boyfriend Selena always deserved." This perception of Benny as the ideal man makes the accusations against Hailey even more heated. Fans believe that Hailey, by allegedly harassing Benny, is trying to sabotage Selena's happiness once again. But when we look at the evidence, or rather, the lack of it, the narrative starts to fall apart. There are no direct messages, no confirmed interactions, nothing to suggest that Hailey is contacting Benny or tracking his movements in a way that would qualify as harassment. The accusations are based on questionable screenshots, likes that may not have even existed, and Hailey's presence at events where Benny might also be. In the real world, this wouldn't be enough to accuse someone of something as serious as harassment, but on social media, it's more than enough to build a viral story. So, what do those involved have to say about all of this? Hailey Bieber has been under immense pressure, and it's not hard to see why. In March 2025, TMZ reported that she was considering legal action against online trolls, fed up with being portrayed as a stalker or a villain. According to the report, she contacted attorney Lisa Moore, who won a $4 million defamation case for Cardiff B, to explore her options. This is not just an empty threat, it shows how much the constant hate is affecting her. Hailey hasn't spoken much directly about the accusations of harassing Benny, but in an Instagram story on March 17, 2025, she wrote, "People take the information they're given and paint a picture of who you are. Most of the time, it's wrong." Many saw this as a response to the rumors, a way of saying that the public's perception of her is distorted. She also commented on TikTok in March, calling the harassment narrative an old and tired story. Her frustration is palpable, especially now that she is a mother. Since giving birth to her son Jack in August 2024, Hailey has spoken in interviews about wanting to protect her peace of mind, saying things like, "Becoming a mother has made me realize how important it is to set boundaries." The online hate, which shows no signs of slowing down, is clearly taking a toll, and her consideration of legal action is a reflection of that.